Hello, this is Will, and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is recruiter misunderstandings. I'm doing this topic because after speaking to a lot of different recruiters over the past month, we've all been getting hit with some of the same things that we all find kind of weird. So let's just go over a couple of things that are definitely misunderstood about recruiters. Number one, we do not get more money given to us by offering you less. Let me go a little bit into this. At least twice this past week, and probably over the last month, about 10 different people have said they've been accused of lowballing a candidate because the candidate thinks that we get the money. The recruiter does not get the money. So let's go a little bit back before this. There's two things the recruiter do not have control over: the entire hiring process and what you get paid. What you get paid is usually has to go through compensation, the HR manager, and the hiring manager. They let us know what to offer you as a candidate. As the recruiter, I am not the final say in if you are hired or not. So let me give you a scenario and let me walk you through the steps. Normally, the first person that's going to reach out to you is a sourcer. They're going to call you. They're going to ask different questions off your resume. Then you'll get sent to me. If I talk to you and go through a 15-minute to an hour interview, depending on what position it's for, what I'm going to then do is I'm going to write notes and I'm going to send them to the hiring manager. The hiring manager will look over the notes of the 3 to sometimes up to 10 people that I've spoken with, and then he will decide which 3 to 5 I definitely will give the people who I think will be better for the position. After that, the hiring manager will come back to me and say, either hire this person, or the hiring manager might come back to me or any recruiter and say, I'm down to these 2 candidates. What were your notes again? Hiring manager is always a final say in the yay or nay on who gets hired. After the hiring manager decides who he wants to hire, next, he either knows the range and he's over the range, or it has to be sent to compensation or HR. They go through, they look at people with similar backgrounds, similar skills, things of that nature, and they send the hiring manager a number. The hiring manager comes back to me or any recruiter and says, hey, we're going to offer this person such and such amount. You can always counter. But notice, not one point in there did I say I made a hiring decision as a recruiter or I made a financial decision as a recruiter. Companies make these decisions on their own. What I mean by companies, there's HR or there's compensation. They make the decision. The hiring manager can ask for feedback. The hiring manager can say, hey, can we offer this person a little bit more? And sometimes they'll go back and forth with compensation, but the recruiter is completely out of this process. We're told what to offer you. Now, when you counter, have a number in mind already. Let's say you're offered, let's make the math easy, $85,000. But you've already done your research on what the job should pay and what other companies are paying, and you know it's 100. If you're offered 85, again, the recruiter did not offer this to you, the company did. It was a company decision that the recruiter didn't have anything to do with. Now, what you can do is you can always say, well, I really appreciate the offer, and put this in your own words. I really appreciate the offer, but in order for me to take this position, this is what I will need. So just keep that in mind. So quit blaming recruiters for not being hired and not getting the money that you would like. You give them a number and then you hold to it. Now, what I recommend is going a little bit higher than that number, because companies usually don't give you exactly what you're asking for. So if you want 100, you counter back with, let's say, 105, 107. Because then they'll say, well, we can't quite do that, but we might be able to do this. And as always, this is Will. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please follow me across all social media, FYPM_staffing. Facebook is Finding Your Personnel Management. And as always, see you next time. Bye.